From our last video, we talked about going ahead and creating the ortho listings page. I've gone ahead and opened up the website as it's actually loaded onto my web server, and I wanted to show you where we're at this point. I'll come down here, as you can see, our splash page. I'll come over here to drawings, and I'll go ahead and click on orthos. I've gone ahead and built that page for you to kind of show you what it looks like and give you a preview of how the other pages that we're going to create for ortho sketches, SolidWorks, 3D modeling, and everything is going to look. But let's look at what we've got here. So I'll come down here and I'll look at this page that I've created, and I'll just go ahead and click on this first icon, and it brings up the image of our first ortho. Well, that looks pretty good. What I've also done is I've created a hyperlink that takes me back to that link of the orthos listings from the actual image. So I'll click on the image and it takes me back. And again, I'll also have this link out here, ortho number 1, and it opens it up as well, and again I can link back. Well, we're going to build this page right here, but I want to show you a few others I've already built it for. Let's come down here to sketches. I'll open up sketches, and you can see I've listed out all these sketches that I've drawn so that I can have a real quick view of what my actual website's going to look like. So for instance, I'll click on this one here, and it brings up this picture, and you can see down here I've given a description, told what it's about, and I've given it the title. And again, I link back from the image back to the listing page. I'll come down here and click on this one. Again, you see the same thing here, and again it links back. Of course, if I want to, I can just click on the link out here, and it shows us this. Well, I've done the same not only for orthos and illustrations, but also for Illustrator, also for Photoshop, and also for SolidWorks 3D modeling. So you can come down here and see the various things that we've already created. Now in this particular one here, I went ahead and created the image here. I gave it a photograph of that product that I've already built. And on this one, I can click on this, it takes me back, I can go back over here to this link, and then I can scroll down. I took it one step further. I added a hyperlink here so I can go out and click on, say, a YouTube video. So I'll click on this, and it'll go out and open up YouTube. Okay. So we'll go ahead and go back to that. And as you can see, we can do an awful lot with hyperlinks and stuff. So now what we need to do, we're going to go out here for inaction, and we're going to create the one for photos. We're going to go ahead and create this particular image here, which looks like this page as you see here. So we're going to create and add to this listing of the action photographs. We're going to change the icons, and then we're going to create the individual pages that these actually call. We'll come back to this in a moment. Okay, here you can see the orthos listing file that we created that shows kind of a directory of all our orthographic drawings. Now let's go down here to Dreamweaver and take a look at that actual file. Here you can see the file as I created it, and this is actually what it looks like. I did a lot of my work from the actual design view, as you see here. Here's the actual individual page, as you see right here, that we created for those orthos. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and do File, New, and we're going to do it from our template that we've created. This is our listing file template that we're going to create. We'll go ahead and create. And what I want to do now is go back and look at that file name that I've created. So I'll come back here to Chrome, come over here to Inaction, and come down here to Photographs. So that file I've created is going to be called Inaction Photos.html. So we'll just go ahead and highlight that name, do a Control-C to copy, go back here to Dreamweaver, and we're going to go ahead and save that file. We're going to say File, Save As, and we'll go ahead and give it this name here. Just paste that back in, hit save, and we're going to come out here and change the name to, go to caps, okay, and then now we're going to go ahead and upload that. You can do a Control-Shift-U to automatically upload your file up to your web server. And as you can see, I'm actually doing that right now. I'll say yes to all. And it's going to take this file and upload it, transfer any necessary files that need to transfer. As you can see, those didn't transfer because they're already there. So we'll come back here to Chrome, take a look at this, and then we'll go ahead and hit a refresh of our web page, and you can see it's already taken and added the changes to our new listing file. Okay, now we're going to come back and start adding content to this page. So we'll go back to Dreamweaver. We'll go ahead and select this first icon and delete it. And we'll come up and do Insert Image. and we're going to go look for photographs and icons of me actually in action. You're going to do the same for yourself. This way you can show prospective employers how you know how to actually use machines and do different kinds of things. And here you can see one of the icons. That's this one of me working on a wood for the nameplate project. I'm going to put down icon for working on nameplate project. Okay, and we'll go ahead and give this a description. I'll put down building the nameplate project. I'll put a link over here. I'm just going to have 3 pictures of this one nameplate project. I'm just going to call this nameplate 3. That in there. And now we'll go ahead and save our file. Do a Control S to save your file. And again, we can upload that to our server by hitting the put command or Control Shift U as you see here. And you can see it did put the scroll saw icon picture up there. We'll go back over here to Chrome, take a look at this by hitting refresh. And there you can see it. Now it doesn't have a link on it as of yet. We're going to hold off on that until we finish building off all these pages, and we'll start adding links to it. So again, we'll go back to Chrome, go back to Dreamweaver, and we're going to stop for now. Okay, from the In Actions Photographs page, listing page we have here, we're going to go ahead and create the page that this icon will be linked to, and this name out here will be linked to as well. We're going to create that page. We're going to do it from a template. So we'll come down here to Dreamweaver. Now, we're going to go ahead and do a Control N, which is the same as doing File, a new page from template. We're going to go ahead and select the Dreamweaver image description template here, and we're going to go ahead and hit Create for that. And it's going to go ahead and open up this file we've already created. Now, instead of going in and putting the name in up here first, let's go find that photo. So we'll go down to the first table row inside this template here, and we'll go Insert Image, and we'll come down to our images folder, and we'll search for that particular image that we need to put on that page. Going to let Windows catch up with it on its file listings so we can kind of see our little icons of it. And there's the icon of me that we used earlier. We'll keep scrolling down, and there is the picture of me using the radial arm saw. We'll keep scrolling down, and we'll find that file, and here it is right there. Go ahead and select on it, and we'll say OK, and I'm going to give this a name of In Action Photograph of using scroll saw. Okay, so I went ahead and put that in there. Now, what I'm going to do down here is I'm going to give it the description of the project here. This is constructing the face plate of the nameplate project. That's good. Now, what I like to do is always have some links set up where I can quickly jump back to that listings page. So I'm going to click on this photograph here. Now, sometimes you have to click it a couple times and make sure these little expand arrows show up. Now what I'm going to do is come down here to link, and then I'm going to link it over to the In Actions photo page there. So what I'll do is scroll over here and find the In Actions file I just created. You can see it right there. So I'll go ahead and grab this target and drag it over here and click on this right there. And so it's linked over to that particular page. Now I need to save this file. So what I'm going to do is do a File, Save As, and I'm actually going to go find that In Actions listing file here, and we'll use it as a starting point because it helps me better manage all my files that I create for my website. So I use that first section there to get started, and then I'm going to say nameplate 3. Okay, go ahead and hit save for that. And then now I'll come over here to my In Actions photos, and well, let's go back and take a look at this first in Chrome. So go ahead and select that preview in Chrome. It's going to bring this up. Notice how it's trying to link to that one particular page. That's good. We've got to come back here and fix this. We've got to put a name in for it. So glad we went to look at that in Chrome first. So we'll come up here, we're going to say nameplate project. Okay, we'll go ahead and do a Control S to save this file. Actually, we're going to go ahead and upload this file to our server. So do a Control Shift U to upload this to our server, and we'll say yes to all. This looks pretty good. This will give us a chance now to fix that other file, make the links to it, and upload it to our server, and we're actually live with those web pages. So we'll come back to Dreamweaver. Here in Dreamweaver, we'll come over to our In-Actions photos. And now what I'm going to do is select on that icon. And sometimes you got to select on it a couple times to get it. And now I'm just going to come over here to this target and drag over to this one we just created. Link it. Then we'll come out here and highlight this. Now one thing that's kind of important first is let's go back and let's make sure on our page properties that we've changed our links. Now we'll go back later and do that in the style sheet. For now, we're going to go ahead and make sure that we're set to light blue as our link color. Our visited links will be white, and our rollover links will be back to the light blue, and our active links will be back to the light blue. We'll hit OK. Now what I'm going to do is select this, and I'll come down here where it says link. I'll drag over to that particular file right there, and I think that looks pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and click off here to the side, and you can see it's light blue because I've not clicked on it and linked out to that page to look at it first, so that's good. So we'll go ahead and do a Control Shift and upload this file to our server and say yes. Okay, so all our files should be uploaded to our server. We'll come up to Chrome and take a look at it. Now here it shows that I'm actually looking for it on my hard drive by the file name. It's got C drive and all that. We'll go back over here to this first one, and this is the one that's actually live on our website. But notice the links aren't active. So what I'm going to do now is do a Control R to force refresh that file being reloaded from the server. Now you see the links are active. So I'll click on this, and it'll take me out to this web page that we just created for the nameplate project. Now notice it's got a link here that's active. Well, that's good. So we'll go ahead and link on that. It takes us back to our listing page. Now look over here. Notice how the link color changed on this one because we already reviewed it from here. That's what we wanted. So we'll click on that again just to make sure that link is correct. It looks great, and we're going to come back. Okay, now once we've got this done, the next step is going to be going out to here and double checking our link on that, and sure enough it comes up. Come up here, select on videos and changes. We're going to do the same for videos, and we'll come back here to photos. Now what I want you to do, and I'm going to go ahead and work ahead, is I'm going to go ahead and add the two more links to my photographs, and you need to do the same for as well as all these others as well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead on the listings pages for in-action photographs and add the other three files above. As you see here, we'll have nameplate 2 and nameplate 1. So let's go to Dreamweaver and see how to do that. So I can be anywhere inside this table, as you see right here, and I can come up to, make sure you're in the Layout tab under Classic for your views. So go to Workspace, go to Window, go to Workspace Layout, make sure you're set to Classic as we are here. So that way you come up and click on Layout, you come over here to Insert Row. I can insert a row above, or I can insert a row below, or I can insert columns. Well, we don't need to insert any columns. So let's just go ahead and insert a row above where we are, and we'll click on that. And it pops this guy right up here, as you see, but it's a new row in. That's good. Now we'll go ahead and insert that icon image. Come down here to Image, and we'll scroll down here to find our icons. Or should be our next one. I think this one's me using the radial arm saw. I'll click on that, and I'll hit OK. And I'll say icon using radial arm saw. Okay, so let's put that image in there. So now I'm just going to come down here below. Don't be concerned about how you see the bottom footer overlapping that. That's not going to be a problem. You come over here to Design View, you can see under Live View, see it's not a problem. It'll show the same on the website as well. So I'm going to click on this. I'm just going to highlight this guy right there, this text. I'm just going to copy it, put it right there, and put that in there. Okay, I'll come over here and I'll key in. Actually, I can do the same here. I can highlight this 3. One little caution on doing that. Highlight that, place it up here. I'm going to change the name. Now, it still has the link from the previous file, so we need to fix that. So we'll come out here to Let's go ahead and open up our files here. I'm going to move this because I changed my classic view down to the bottom here. Let me expand that again. Go ahead and expand this. I'm going to move that and dock it. I'll put it right up here so it'll let me. Do this. Now we'll just leave it out here for now. Just expand this, slide it over a little bit, put it right over here to the side so I can kind of see what I'm doing. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this link here. Actually, before I can actually make that link, I got to make these two other files, so no problem. So we're going to do Control N, create a new file from template, and give it the image description. Say OK, create that. We're going to come back here and change the title. Project. Okay, come down here to this, and we'll do an insert image. We'll go look for that image of me using the radial arm saw. I think it's down there at the bottom. So it appears I'm using a radial arm saw right there. I'll click on it. I'm going to say, actually it's actually not a radial arm saw, but it's actually a power miter box. Okay, photo of using a power miter box saw. Okay, that goes in. And again, you know, I always like to link to my images, so I'm going to move this up here out of the way just a little bit. And I'll scroll down, make sure that I've got my little, yeah, there you go. I've got my little selection boxes chosen. I'll come over here and find the in actions photos right there. So I'll grab this target, come up here and touch on that right there, and it should change the link, and it did. That's good. I'll move this out of the way. We'll come down here and give it a description. Let's see, nameplate. Project. Using a power miter box saw for the nameplate face click. Okay. So that looks good. And again, we'll do File, Save As. And I always, to manage my files better, if you notice, you'll see 3D modeling, and then you'll see SolidWorks, and you see all these listings there. It helps me organize my file structure much easier. So I'm going to come down to In Actions, and here you see the Photos nameplate. I'm going to select it says number 3. I'm just going to make it number 2. Okay, hit Save, and since that's there the way I want, I'm going to go ahead and upload that to my file server. Control Shift Upload, so it uploads it up to my file server. While it's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and go over to this page right here, the listings page, and now I'm going to go ahead and grab that link, kind of working ahead of myself there. I'm going to click on this one here for the second one, and that's, whoops, didn't make the link, so we'll click on this again, and we'll drag this up and link to right here, and it's letting me do that link this time, so you can see a link to version 2 as you see right here. That's good. Come back over here and click on this guy, and this time I got it the first time, so that's great. So come over here and click on him, and let's go ahead and do a Control Shift U, and see when I do that, it automatically saves my file for me, or at least asks me to save my file. So it's now uploading the file to my web server with Yahoo. Just put it up there, and while it's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and get into Google Chrome and take a look at it. Well, it doesn't seem like it's there. Well, the reason it's not there is because we hadn't done a force update. So we'll do our update here, and I don't see anything there. Let's do, oh, there it is. So now we have it, and we have our links chosen. Notice the blue hyperlink here. That's good. So I'll just go ahead and click on this, and it'll bring up me using a power miter box saw with a description. Got our nameplate, everything in there. Click on this to go back. Again, click on it. Now we're going to add one more photograph that'll close out me in action on this project. And at our next video, we're going to start working on how to create links to YouTube. We'll create a YouTube listing file. We'll create an Actions Videos listings file here, and we'll have links out to YouTube.